Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rant. I'm Dr. Someone Seth with my co-host
JJK Jr. If I started that so late, but yeah, that'll be fun to sync up.
Plot twist.
Yay.
7 seconds. 2, 1.
Guys, we're here. It's New Year. Well, New Year's
No, it's
Eve.
not. It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's still 2024. We got
Definitely.
like, what? 5, 6, like 6.5 hours or so?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be going up at midnight for people in like Central Time.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Sorry.
Anyway, man, can you believe it's end of the year?
I can indeed believe that it has been a long year.
It feels like it just started. It's crazy.
Not really.
No?
No. This has been one of the longest years of my life.
Well, statistically, it's been the same as every other year.
Damn. I thought there were a couple seconds missing.
So we might need to get you checked out for that.
Yeah, for various things, not just that.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do a little recap. We're gonna talk about last year and this year and next year and I don't know, some other things, I guess.
Probably.
And hey guys, this episode is sponsored by
Don't even. Stop
Nerd Rant.
it. No, it's not.
It was last year.
That was such a cringe joke last year, and it's cringe this year too.
Why is it cringe?
It's sponsoring yourself, and we don't even have any like big changes this year, bro.
They don't know that. You don't know that. For all you know, I just got us published on friggin' Fox News or something stupid.
No, I do know, in fact, that you did not do that.
Guys, it's been a long day. Working retail, like Christmas and then New Year's is miserable.
No, it's so funny. People at the Chick-fil-A were saying how after Christmas, it like slows down a lot. It was Monday, and that was the busiest day I think I have ever worked at the Chick-fil-A.
Sounds about right. I mean, Monday was dead, which is what really ticks me off. Because, guys, you had 364 days to prepare. We've done this 2,024 times. Why are we waiting till day of New Year's to do things? Anyway, let's vibe with some technology doohads. My brain's dead, as you can tell. Anyway, so where do we want to start? We got some things to talk about.
Yeah, I listened to the episode 2 days ago, so forgive me if my memory is not sharp, but I believe we start with our, what was it, like the Game Awards stuff, like Game of the Year, right? That's what we started with?
Okay, sure, we'll talk. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We don't need to keep it like a direct one thing after another.
Yeah, but I believe last year we started with the Game of the Year and our thoughts on
Astrobot!
that, which we kind of already talked about, but yeah, Astrobot was the Game of the Year this year.
And if you want to hear all about it, just like last year, we have an entire episode, which I do think is significantly better than trying to cram it into this.
Yes, yeah. We did that 2023, was it? And that did not go well for us.
No, so it gives us a lot more time to do things in this episode. So yeah, it's Astrobot. And then I think we talked about DC. And we don't really have a lot to talk about DC, but I do want to say it looks like it's officially underway with Superman coming out, and like the DCU and James Gunn's plans are really starting to like get out there. And I did watch the trailer for Superman, and I gotta say I'm excited but scared.
I am more excited than I have been for a DC movie probably ever.
So I know for a fact it is completely me. I just miss Henry. I also like the CW Superman, but it does look good. It's very comic book accurate. That's what I've seen almost everyone saying. It's very accurate to the comics. But the reason I'm scared is how long is this movie? Because there are so many characters. We have a Green Lantern. We have Mr. Terrific. We have Superman and his dog. I don't remember his dog. I know about his dog. But, like, are they just going to completely come out of nowhere? Or are they going to introduce these? Like, I'm kind of just scared for the pacing of this if it's not long. There's just so much stuff happening and characters introduced. So, I'm scared, but I am excited because it's very comic book accurate. So I'm excited to see where it goes, and it can only go up for DC.
Literally, pun intended. Look up.
Yep. Anyway, that's it. Anything from Marvel?
Marvel has had an interesting year this year. They slowed down a lot on stuff they put out this year. So it's been interesting to kind of see what still made it this year and what was pushed. We've also
I don't think I've seen a single thing of Marvel.
Agatha came out. That was probably the biggest one of the year, and I didn't like it. Well, I liked it, but I didn't like it. I was excited
for Secret Invasion. That came out this year, right? I didn't watch it.
I think that was
last year, wasn't it? I don't know. Either way, Marvel's been rough.
Yeah. Though, I will say, in our last New Year's episode, we kind of discussed the whole, like,
the
Kang swap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna mention that, too.
Yeah, that's probably something we can touch on here, because now we're actually starting to see the fruits of the labor here. It is not Kang. It is Dr. Doom. Yep, we have RDJ here.
RDJ. Still mixed on that. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm
interested to see what they do, because obviously him being back is going to be a task to try and not confuse people as to what
That's
or who
one reason why
is.
I'm worried, is I'm hoping it's just a coincidence and they don't make any claims. Like if somebody says, you look like him, I'm like, bro, I do not want an alt version of Iron Man or something being the main villain to replace Thanos. So, we'll see. I don't think, have we seen anything about Doctor Doom, really? I mean, Fantastic Four's coming out, I think, next year?
No, I don't think we've seen anything yet. And I think it's like end of this year it's supposed to come out, or 2025.
That's what I mean. So, like, sometime this year we're supposed to get, then that's like one of the first times we're going to see the new Doctor Doom, I think. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting, though, because Kang isn't over, right? Like, Kang is still technically a villain that exists, but they're not doing anything with him right now. I think what they're probably doing is they're like kind of putting him in their pocket to come back to later, because they probably want to prep audiences a little more for him than just like the start of this phase that we've had. Because if you really think about it, the start of this phase was supposed to build up to the movies that are currently Doom's movies, which is only like, 2 phases of build-up for probably a villain that is much bigger and more confusing than Thanos was, which is not enough for Kang whatsoever. Because Thanos got 3 entire phases.
Yes, he got 3 phases, but you gotta realize how much content and shows and stuff that were part of this. Like, we had Loki season 1 and 2, which definitely had a lot of build-up directly to it. Like, it was directly to this. Whereas, like, a lot of the other stuff for phase 1 through 3, Thanos wasn't really important until Guardians. Other than Guardians, there wasn't anything directly about Power Stones. It just so happened the Power Stones were there.
I suppose, yeah.
So, like, a lot of this has been directly to Kang and Doom and stuff.
But with how confusing he is, he needs a little more preparation. So I hope they keep him, but later on, you know?
Well, that's Marvel.
I mean, I wanted to bring up one more thing for Marvel.
I
don't know if you heard this. They're looking at canonizing the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series.
I would care if I cared about Marvel anymore. Which just is not the case.
Great.
Yeah, no. I mean, cool, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
What's
next?
Now what?
I don't know. You listened to the episode just now. Favorite movie? Okay, cool. That's a good segue. We were just talking about movies.
Yeah. What's yours?
Oh,
do you need a minute?
It had to come out this year, right?
Yep. I have mine.
Okay, you go ahead. You start.
Beetlejuice.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Movies haven't exactly been super fantastic this year either. I really enjoyed a lot of it. It's one of those movies that had a lot of callbacks to the original, so it's just enjoyable. It's fun.
See, Lexi was a huge fan of the first one, and we went to see the second one, and I don't know, we both kind of agreed that it didn't hit the same as the first one. It was still good, but
good. But I just haven't cared for anything else this year. The only other contender would be Wild Robot.
Wild Robot was really good.
But other than that, I haven't really seen too much, and even the stuff that I have seen, just
Yeah, that's fair.
At least that one hit some nostalgic feels.
Yeah, there's movies this year have been such hit and miss. Like, there are some that I saw this year that were, like, super good. Like, I loved it. And then there were some that were just, like, why? Like, Moana 2? That was not great.
I mean, I was about to say, what about, like, Inside Out 2? Did you see that one?
That was a good one. Certainly good. My movie for this year, though, will probably be Sonic 3.
Okay.
I saw that not that long ago, and oh my gosh, like, that movie managed to perfect the balance between gaming and movie. The characters seemed so natural. The story was awesome. It, like, actually was able to mirror the story from, like, Sonic Adventure 2 and, was it Sonic X, I think?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the acting was great in that one compared to the first two. Like, the first one was a little when it came to the acting,
well,
but the
I
third
feel like
one...
it was also because it's supposed to be a joke. I don't think they tried as hard, and then they saw how much it succeeded.
Yeah. Jim Carrey, though, in that third one was insane. Like, man played two
great.
characters that felt the same but different. Like, oh my word.
That sounds like him. I will say there's one movie that I want to see and I haven't seen yet, Spellbound. Have you heard of that one? It's on Netflix.
I don't think so.
It looks cool. It's about, like, it has a very similar aesthetic to, like, Troll Hunters, and pretty much the princess's parents turn into monsters and she has to go rescue them, and there's, like, some trolls or something that help her out. They're all a little short. I don't know. Seems goofy. Like I said, there hasn't exactly been too much this year.
Yeah.
Now how about show?
Favorite show this year? Do you have one?
I have 3 answers. 1, I do not think I've seen a single live-action show / Western show the entire year.
Lovely.
There's been a lot of isekai that I really enjoyed, because I'm just, like, that's, like, my guilty pleasure. I just like watching trashy isekai. There are a lot of, like, very similar ones. But I have 2 specific answers, and that will be Solo Leveling and Wisteria Sword and Wand. Solo Leveling is about a guy that can level up. That's the plot. I mean, there's a lot more going on, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to spoil anything. And then Wisteria Sword and Shield, or Sword and Wand, the reason it's just really good, but it's from the author of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Which sounds bad, but I have now officially caught up and watched all 5 seasons over the weekend. It is actually phenomenal. It actually was, like, really good. It's not what you think it would be from the sound of it.
Lovely.
I'll tell you that. So, yeah.
Cool. Mine for this year would probably be Arcane. I know that's probably a lot of people's answer.
Ooh, boring. I'm just kidding. Me with anime.
Yeah, no, it's probably the stereotypical answer this year, because, like, big show. But, like, I don't know, it just... It was so good. Like, those last few episodes were so emotional and yet still action-packed. And I loved the alternate reality episode. That one, like, actually... I don't know how they made that work so well, but it was such a cool, like, what-if episode that still fit into the story. But the other aspect I wanted to point out was they know their audience really well because of the music in the show. The fact that they were able to tie every episode with a song that kind of, like, was a signature for that episode, it was awesome. Because, like, all gamers listen to music, right? And a lot of them listen to those genres that were in the show. So the fact that they were able to get a song from an artist, like a big artist, for each episode, and it fit so well with the action in the show, just mind-blowing. Loved it.
Swag. Anything else, or how about favorite music now?
Favorite music. Okay, we did song and artist, right?
Yes.
Okay. Artist for me would probably be Maps, spelled Maaps. It's like, they're like a weird mix between, like, I want to say country and EDM. They only have a couple songs right now, but they've been putting out some interesting stuff, and I'm excited to see what else they put out. I found them on Instagram randomly, but yeah, very small artist right now, but they're doing pretty well. I like their stuff. And song. Do you want to say your artist while I think on song for a sec?
Sure, because I have both, so I can just go straight to my song. Artist will be Livingston. He's done a lot. I'm trying to think, like, obviously genre is going to be more pop. I'm trying to think of something similar. But I don't know, just some really, like, more emotional type songs, talking about a lot of stuff like that, like connecting, feeling out of place, stuff like that. So that's been really good. And then for my song, it's gotta be Take Me to the Beach by Imagine Dragons feat. Ado.
That one wasn't bad.
That one was, like, I just love Ado, and I think I talked about her last year, but it's just not the collab I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, if you want to know more about it, I actually watched a documentary about her, and I'm gonna upload that in these next few days where I react to it. And like, she has like done phenomenal. She's only like 17 or 18 years old, and she has absolutely done some phenomenal things.
Nice.
Do you still need some time?
No,
I have an honorable mention. Okay, go for it.
Probably Sail Away by the Fat Rat. That one is kind of like a visit back to his older stuff, because not only did he kind of adopt his older style again, but he also brought back Laura Brem, who he did like a bunch of collabs with in the beginning. And I love her voice. It's awesome. But that's also a big song in his like storyline that he has going on for his music right now, which has been really cool. If you haven't, definitely go listen to that. But yeah, I just always love his stuff, and it's great music to game too as well.
Do you know what's another really good series for lore when it comes to music? Is Raininator's Minecraft music videos. No, I do want to list my honorable mention. I don't know like quite the artist, but it's the people that are doing Epic the Musical.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole soundtrack. Like I found that this year too, and I love Monster specifically, but a lot of it is phenomenal. So just that whole group, that band, artist, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So this music, we're going much better, but that just gives us more time to talk about other stuff if we want to.
Because that's totally going to happen.
I mean, it will. Because we're only at 17 and a half minutes.
I feel like we're blazing through a little quick here.
Well, because, like, for this kind of stuff, like, what are we going to talk about? Like, we kind of talked about it. Like, shows and movies just haven't been a thing. Like, there's not a lot to talk about. We don't have that many honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
I straight up said I have not seen a single live action like show that came out this year.
Yeah. Well,
so we can not really much to talk about.
We can probably hop into this one, which will also kind of be vacant this year around. Favorite Fortnite season this year?
Can I just say none? Can I just say
nope?
Anything but this year. Anything but this year. That's my answer.
Bruh.
I'm older. I make the rules.
Bruh.
Anything but Chapter 5.
Bruh.
I don't know. I guess. I guess Season 1. If I have to choose one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it? Season 1?
It went downhill. At least Season 1, like, I had some people to play with and the sniper was in. And I played some ranked. I got up to champs.
That's so sad for the highlights.
So, Season 2 was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a great start. But comp, I'm just not a fan of because of the medallions and the way it worked and just how important the dash coin was. The Gatekeeper shotgun, I just don't think is good and not balanced at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then, halfway through the season, it stopped being Myths and Mortals and it started being anything else but Myths and Mortals.
Yeah.
Then we go into Season 3. I don't think I need to explain why I don't like Season 3. Season 4 was okay, but it was such a letdown because I really thought we were going to get some cool LTMs and not just a copy-paste of the endgame LTM with Doctor Doom, which is even worse because it just has guns instead of cool powers. And then we have Remix, which is just an ad, and just Chapter 2 Season 2, and nothing, like, changed.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, honorable mention for Season 3, because it added Reboot.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, if I had an actual like season, like you can look at my Wrapped too, and the dive for percentages is insane.
Yeah.
It just went down and down and down.
Yeah. For me, the favorite season would probably be season 4, I want to say. It was really cool to get to play a Marvel season, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun with the mythics. The map was pretty fun that season. It was just pretty fun. I enjoyed that a lot. My least favorite chapter was probably Remix, which is really unfortunate because I really loved chapter 2, but Remix was just so bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see if I can find my Fortnite Wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right here. Oh no, that's someone else. That was really funny. I think here it is. So I have 192 hours with 45% being in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then 26, 13, 12, and 4. It's straight up season after season 2. It is only down. There's no season where I played more than the previous. It only went down.
Lovely.
I will say, if it wasn't season 1, I think Doomed would have also been my favorite. I think it definitely had one of the better loot pools, but I just wasn't a fan of the jetpack.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt really jank. I preferred the hook. I still like the hook, honestly. Like, I like, because it's a little weaker than, like, the kinetic blade or the shockwave hammer, but it's still that infinite movement. You can go horizontal and vertical, and I just like having a little bit more of that balanced infinite movement. However, if it came back now, it would probably have durability.
Yeah. I do want to ask this question this year around, because I feel like this is something that actually makes sense now. What is your favorite of the secondary modes this year? Like, with everything that's been added to, like, Festival and Lego and Rocket Racing, and I guess Ballistic now, which one has been your favorite out of all of those?
I think it's kind of obvious.
Is it?
What do you think?
Rocket Racing.
Literally just talked about it.
Not everybody listens to these episodes, bro.
Reload.
Okay. I kind of should have figured you picked the combat one, you know?
I mean, Rocket Racing was definitely my favorite at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Then they did nothing with it.
Yeah.
Speed running is not different enough compared to battle.
Mm-hmm.
The song one was great, but then I never got my guitar because it got scalped. I was not about to spend $300 on it. Lego is only now becoming playable for me to actually have a reason to play.
Mm-hmm.
Ballistic, we talked about. It's still too early. Yeah. And I'm not going to count OG. Just
yeah, OG is just Battle Royale 2.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah. So I'd say Reload. Mm-hmm. Specifically, though, I am a fan of the Desert one significantly more.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
How about you?
Mine is probably, I want to say Festival, just because that's the one I've played this year most, and I haven't played that many of the secondary modes at all this year very much, but Festival is the one that I can always, hop on, play a song that I like. You know, I have the Riff Master now, so I was playing with that a little bit. It's really fun.
How's it been going? Learning that.
It's interesting. I've never played a Guitar Hero game or anything, so I didn't even know you could, hold down the color keys and strum. I thought you had to just press them both at the same time, which was so much more difficult. But no, I can hold down the colors and strum to prepare for the tile when it comes. It's pretty cool. It's hard though. Definitely harder than just timing the presses.
Not the easiest thing.
I kind of hope they come out with a drums for it at some point.
I think that might just be a bit out of what people like. I don't think it's big enough for that.
Well, I don't know, because think about it. Guitar Hero had the drum set, right? And it was around the same price as the guitar, and Fortnite could easily do something with that, seeing as every song has the drums.
But I think it's also the fact that one size, actually getting that out there, is just a lot easier to have a guitar than a full drum pad or a drum kit. But also,
it's just 4 circles.
I think
bro.
It's just 4 circles that you would hit with sticks. Yeah, but is it just then that's nothing really special, because with the guitar you can customize the face pad and
My
stuff.
guy, have you ever seen a Guitar Hero drum set? maybe it was
Yeah,
like
but it'd
Rock
be
Band or
different.
whatever. Like, have you
But
seen? The
I don't know
drum set?
what it would be.
It's
Yes,
just,
I have.
It's 4
I've seen them.
circles on a stand that folds. That's literally it, and then you hit it with sticks. You can customize
would they
it
just
too.
do that, or would they do anything extra? Actually, like add a symbol or something. Like there could be things that they can do. Because if it's,
But they can't.
would they do anything different?
Because of
they
how
can. They quite literally can.
Yeah, because of how the game works, and because it would have to work with all of the other modes, they can't. But it's the same concept of the guitar, right? The guitar is a very simple way of doing things, and it has to be able to work with both the pro mode and the basic mode. So the drums would be the same. They could make a pro mode for it that involves any additional stuff that the drums may have for other games, like those other features, but they also would just have it be compatible with the simple timing mode.
I just don't see as many people wanting drum kits than a guitar.
Prefer drums, bro. It's so much easier.
And you're you're an outlier, okay? I feel like that's a very common trope with this podcast. You are an outlier on most things.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I'm just weird.
That makes you an outlier.
No, everybody's
Let's quickly
weird.
double check. Nope, that's top rated, and I see something about Vietnam. That is not the mode I want to go to.
I'm sorry?
On Fortnite. I don't know. Fortnite's discovery is weird, okay? I'm just double checking if there's any mode that we forgot.
I don't think so.
No. Jam
Lego,
Stage is struggling
Lego
at 530.
Lego
Brick Life
yeah.
at 12K. Not terrible. Save the World is still higher. Okay. Is that it for Fortnite?
I think so.
If you always want to hear more about Fortnite, we have like bajillion episodes.
We do. That's like half our podcast, guys. Please go listen to it.
It is. I don't know. I guess I would say, okay, well, like, if we're talking about, like, seasons, what about your favorite Call of Duty maps? I don't know. That's another one that we've been doing a few of.
Nuketown.
Nuketown? What about Zombie, though, too?
I think I'd have to say Liberty Falls. Like, I like the look of the other two, but I don't know. Something about Liberty Falls, just the brightness of it, I think, is probably the big thing. Like, just that it's not a super dark map. Because, like, obviously Zombies is a dark theme, but I don't know. Having a bright map is a good kind of contrast to that, and it makes it feel a lot more lighthearted. Like, all of the funny reels I've seen and jokes and stuff on Instagram, it's all on Liberty Falls, because it's easier to fool around and be funny on a bright map than it is on a dark, narrow, cavey map.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I would say people from COD Next would absolutely despise you. Everyone was like, Liberty Balls, it's trash, there's no aura, and I'm like, guys, why does everything have to be in flames? Like, there was life before the zombie apocalypse. Can we, like, chill out with a zombie map being a little bright for once?
Bruh.
My personal would be, for zombie, I'm gonna say Terminus.
Mm-hmm.
Citadel is really good, but I like Terminus a little bit more. Love the boss fight. And then for, like, multiplayer map, we're gonna go stake out the little hallway map.
Bruh. That one's chaotic. I love it.
It is chaotic. That's why I like playing it hardcore, and I just get challenged.
Yeah.
It's great. Because we have like 30 minutes left. I feel like we're definitely farther last year, but again, that's because we had more to talk about with Fortnite and everything.
Yeah.
So do we want to get into anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Do we want to get into like some of our personal resolutions? Because I definitely want to talk about mine a little bit.
We can.
Okay. So what was your personal resolution?
Last year mine was geocaching.
Yeah. How'd that go?
That, in retrospect, was a very unrealistic goal. That didn't go super well. I think I maybe went out and found like 2 geocaches. So,
Okay.
Yeah, there was that.
Oof.
A little bit of an oof, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
What was yours?
That's unfortunate. Mine was just be a little bit more fit and healthy. And I'd say I did a pretty good job, especially these first few months leading into like midsummer. pretty much every day I closed my rings because I got an Apple Watch. Especially lately, I've been eating a lot better, getting more variety in my meals, riding my bike to church, stuff like that. So definitely been getting some of that exercise. But I wanted to talk about, because we talked about something else, it wasn't specifically for this year, it was actually the year before's resolution for me, and that was complete 3 games, which I completed 0, but I played some. But this year, JJ, I've done significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
I've done significantly better. So we're just going to quickly go through some games that I've played, got really far in, completed. So I'm just going to go top, bottom. Astrobot I got started. I finished Bendy and the Ink Machine. I got a quarter of the way through Black Myth Wukong. I played some Bus Simulator 21. Cult of the Lamb I started. I got farther in Fallout 4. Diablo. I actually started Diablo 3 this year. That was in January, but I first started it this year. I haven't completed it, but I sunk a lot of time into that. Ghost of Tsushima, I got a quarter of the way in. I started and completed both God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, including the Ragnarok DLC and God of War 2018. I even started New Game Plus, which has been really fun. I also completed Minecraft. I finally got my platinum trophy in Minecraft.
Yay!
And then there's a bunch of other games, farther on Witcher 3, and these are single player games because I've played a lot of multiplayer games from Finals to X Defiant, but because Finals came out this year too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Dang. But yeah, and then obviously Black Ops 6. I sunk a lot of time in.
This is probably one of the only years you're gonna have completed more games in a year than I have, because this year. And I guess now going into next year, I will have 0 time whatsoever. I have 3 hours a day I can do anything, and only one of those is usually spent gaming. So I think I finished maybe 5 or 6 games last year. They were all longer games though. This next year, I don't expect myself to finish more than 3, because my goodness, I'm gonna have no time for it.
My goal by the end of the year, I'll make this one of my resolutions just because YOLO. My goal is I want to beat Witcher 1 through 3. I bought 1 and 2 on my PC, and I have Witcher 3, the nice. I want to be prepared for Witcher 4, which I think is 2026 from the sounds of it. I don't think it's coming out this year, so I want to be ready. I'm not going to 100% them, though, especially Witcher 3. But at least I want to beat all 3.
Yeah.
I think beating a full game series would be pretty cool.
Definitely.
Especially with the older ones with Witcher 1.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Because I beat God of War, but it was 2018. I didn't beat the original 3, which I actually could play some of them with having the higher tier PlayStation Plus, which, by the way, I do have again this year by accident, because I forgot to cancel, and then it pulled it out.
Yay!
So I now have the highest tier PlayStation Plus with the full extra library and all the extra trials and stuff.
Hooray.
So I'll be able to play more. So I'm going to try some stuff out. But yeah, cool.
My resolution.
That's a
probably
go for it.
Yeah, the next so I've been thinking about this since I listened to the episode, and I'm okay, so last year's I was not realistic at all, right? I am a gamer. Why did I put a resolution to go outside and do things? That's not what,
because that's what I did, and then I said you should be healthy too.
Exactly, and I need to set a more realistic goal for myself, because that did not work out very well. So here's what I'm gonna do. I still want to venture outside of gaming, because I feel like saying something like complete games for myself would be stupid, because that's literally what I do anyway. But I do want to keep to things that I could plausibly complete by next year. And so this past year, I have been getting back into books some. I, in my life, have not read that many books. But I think this last year, I've read 6 or 7 new books in total.
Read or listened?
Well, both. I've read a good amount of books, and then I listened to, I'd say 3 or 4. But
I mean, honestly, I think that might be more than your entire lifetime, right?
Probably. Oh, yeah, wait, no. Yeah. Lexi's right. Hold on. She's like signaling to me over here. It's almost double that because I did get through the How to Train Your Dragon series, which are really short books.
Okay.
I think they're like 2 to 4
counts.
hours each, but there's like 12 books in this series. So it's like, I guess that would have been like 15 books this year then.
That's definitely more than your life.
Yeah, definitely a lot more. But I want to set a goal for this year to hopefully read, and this is more
20.
novel based, at least 5 or 6 new books. And these are like longer novels.
Oh, so like proper novel. Okay.
Yeah, like bigger books.
I'd say 5 is a good goal. Round that out.
Yeah. Because I did, for Christmas, get 3 new Star Wars books. They're the Legends Thrawn series, for anybody who actually reads Star Wars books. And then I got the Scott Pilgrim box, but I guess that's technically a manga, so that doesn't count.
I count that.
You'd
That's
count
a
that?
book.
It's not a
graphic
novel.
Oh, I mean, for your goal, yeah, maybe not for your goal, but like I think you can have like your. How about 20, but 5 of them be novels? Because like, how much
I'm
is
not gonna read
Scott Pilgrim?
15
So if you finish,
manga. There's like 5 or 6 books in the Scott Pilgrim box, bro. Chill.
okay, that's what I'm saying. So like, you finish that, and then you only have 10 more throughout the entire year.
I guess, yeah.
That's really not that bad when it comes to
15.
manga.
Drop it at 15.
So-
15. That's a good
15,
number.
okay, and 5 of them have to be
Novels.
Because like I read all of Solo Leveling, which I am getting some of the books, but like that was like 200 chapters, and I read it in a day.
Yeah.
So like, that's like, I don't know, maybe like 6 volumes. I'm not gonna count like. That's why I would like make that a bigger number, because if you can knock that out in like a day or two. Obviously, maybe not you, because that was like a day I had off. I read literally all night. It's great. I've actually read it twice. I've read every chapter twice this year. It was so good. Yeah, I have a lot of it, but I want to try to do some more reading this year too. Honestly, I have some other books I want to continue, finish. I'm going through it. I'm listening to the Chronicles of Narnia, just because that's a nice thing to listen to while I do work. My wallpaper has changed, and this one has music. We're gonna mute that. Thank you, wallpaper engine. But my other, I did that one like kind of goofy. The Witcher 3. That is a goal, but I want to be a little bit more meaningful. So I want to have more of a schedule. I want to play my guitar a little bit, just just have that schedule, do some push-ups, sit-ups. Like, I'm not trying to do anything, just, I wake up, I do a few push-ups, I read a chapter or 2 of a book every day, and just kind of have, like, a nice schedule. Because I feel like that's going to be a lot more of a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, your homework then, by the end of the year, to make sure you did it, is you have to complete a streak. You have to have, like, at least, let's say, 2 weeks that you did it every day.
Okay.
Yep. Just complete the streak, and then we'll say that was enough,
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to do more than just 2 weeks.
Obviously,
but,
yeah. You have to not miss a day. Can't do it.
Okay. Can I give myself a leeway?
No.
Like, because like I'm going away on a retreat.
Yeah, we can do it on the retreat.
I gotta like bring my guitar.
Yes. Bring your guitar. Play songs around the campfire.
I'm already bringing 10 different decks of cards.
Yes, and you
I'm
now
gonna play
must bring
hand
your
and
guitar.
foot.
You can store the cards in the guitar.
Sounds awful. I will never get them all out.
I was a menace as a kid. I would drop all my mom's guitar picks in her guitar, and she'd be like, "Who did this?" And I'd be like, "Not me. I don't know."
Oh, I did that, but that's just because I let go of the pick while strumming. Because I generally don't use a pick. So, anyway, that filled up some time.
Yep.
Let's get into some Nerd Rant stuff. Let's get into some statistics, unless there's anything else.
No, we're good.
Okay, let's talk about some statistics. Let's talk about our podcast that you guys are listening to right now.
Yeah, because we definitely know you stuck this far through the episode.
If you have, what should they comment, JJ?
Comment, I don't know. Nerd Rant sucks.
No, because someone might just comment that.
Damn.
Gotta be like really obscure.
Comment flannel pants.
That's good. Comment flannel pants if you made it this far. Anyway, let's get to statistics. Let's get a little nerdy on Nerd Rant.
Please don't ever say that again.
Anyway, we're going to start with our statistics. Did you write down how many? Did we say how many streams we had last year total?
I think
or was
we
that
did
plays?
say it.
Because they're different.
Plays and streams are different.
Yeah, they are.
You sure?
Well, because right now, okay, let's just say it. Right now, we're at 1,263 plays, but we're at 717 streams.
Wait, where are you? Hold on. Hold on.
Analytics.
I have to pull it up on Firefox. I figured out why my page wouldn't load, by the way. It's because freaking Opera GX broke it.
How'd it break it? Because I'm literally on Opera GX on our
I don't
account.
know. It won't load on my Opera, so I have to pull it up on Firefox.
What? Firefox? Why not at least Chrome?
Because I don't like Chrome. Anyways. Don't judge me.
Too late. It's Firefox. 2025 at this point.
Bruh. Okay.
Anyway.
All-time statistics. Okay, yeah. 717 streams.
Mm-hmm. That is what it says.
What does that mean?
I think it's because it's on Spotify, so that might be
the number of
specifically
times
Spotify.
any episode in your catalog was played on Spotify for at least 60 seconds. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So that's just
Where
on Spotify and
plays is everything
everywhere.
else. So, and we have expanded a lot since last year.
Quite.
So, we're going to go play all-time, all platforms, and it's 1,263. Our goal was 900 total.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yep.
you think that's good. We beat it by 300. That's not what we beat it by, JJ.
We have YouTube now as well.
We have YouTube, which has 852, meaning we got over 1,000 views / clicks / listens this year. Woohoo! Which ain't bad at all.
Definitely not. What do you think?
Hold
Was
up.
YouTube
You know
worth
what,
it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Do you know what we're actually gonna do? I want to check something. We're gonna go to January 1st to scrolling December 31st. So all year. So we're at 253 plays. Dang it. With 101 consumption hours plus 41 on YouTube, so that's like 150 hours. Because I feel like that's a little bit more accurate when it comes to a podcast, because like we can easily get clicks, but we want to see how much actual listens happened.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, 16
150
subs on
hours.
YouTube, I feel like is really good, all things considered. Because if you look at the podcast stats, what are our audience size? 8. We have an 8 audience size. So
Yeah, but I don't know how great that is, because like 8 last year was like 7. I don't believe the fact that we got like 400 plays and we only increased by 1.
I mean,
Oh, and that's last 7 days, the audience size. So like it could be higher on some weeks, it could be lower. Because I'm just not sure. Because like I don't do podcast stuff. Like I don't.
I mean, we gained 27 followers on Spotify. So that's 27 new people who at least followed our podcast, right?
So that's why like I don't know what that is, because like this year for followers it's saying a +1 and it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Either way, if even half of the people on YouTube that are subscribed listen to episodes every now and again, that's 8 people on just YouTube that listen, on top of the 8 audience size that we have on Spotify. So that's 16
This is not
people
artful.
that are listening to our podcast on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not awful. Yeah, pretty good. Let's quickly talk about our audience. They are 95.8% male.
Yeah, so this graphic is so funny because it's changed over the years, obviously, about...
It It changed from last night, because now it's at 0% female.
Are you looking at all time?
That is last 30 days.
Yeah,
Good
look
call,
at all time.
Good call. 91.5% male,
Yep.
6.9% female,
Ball.
and 0.9% non-specified, and 0.7% non-binary.
Hooray! I think we know who our audience is here.
Really?
Yeah.
And then for age... go for it.
Yeah, what I find even funnier is the age, where it's apparently 70.2% 18 to 22-year-olds. All of our Gen Zers and millennials in here.
I mean, is that awkward when most of ours are Fortnite?
I'm not saying it's awkward. I'm just saying it's funny because that very much tells us that we are hitting a very specific demographic here.
Wait, we can see the percentages within the age range. So 0 to 17-year-olds, it's 92% male, 8% female. Then we are 7.2% female, 91% male, and 18 to 22, with 0.8 non-binary, 1% non-specified. 23 to 27, we're at 95.1% male, 2.4% female, 2.4% non-binary. 28 to 34, 100% male. Okay, hold up. We got some mothers in here. Because it's 35 to 44 is 83.3% male and 16.7% female. So that's probably your mother.
45 to 59-year-olds. Okay, first of all, if you're 45 to 59 and listening to this podcast, comment. Let us know what the heck you're doing with your life, because I don't know why you're listening to this podcast. Are you, trying to get in touch with, younger people? Because I doubt this is the place you should be doing that. But anyway, 78.4% male and 21.6% female.
And then no one's above the
60-year-olds
age
are
of 60.
boycotting us for some reason.
Dang. No, it's actually unknown. Your age is unknown. You're out of our timeline. So our platforms, we got 55.8% Spotify, 20.3% web browser. Which do you think? Because I can listen. I don't actually have Spotify downloaded right now, but I can listen to the podcast. Is that web browser, or do you think that can specify it as Spotify? Web browser?
I think web browser is specifically the RSS feed. Like that, if they click on that link specifically, and it takes them to the browser page, not any specific domain.
Or because you listen on Anchor too, so I wonder if that's
yeah, I think that's what that is.
Just because 20% seems really high. I feel like most people would listen to a podcast on a podcast place, like Spotify, or 6.8% are on Audible, 6.6% on Apple Podcast, 5.4% Amazon Music, and 5.1% other.
So though...
There's one more. There's devices. 41.2% Android, 24.8% iPhone, 14.6% Mac, only 6.3% Windows, 3.1% smart speaker, and 10% other. So 3% have listened to us.
Shout out to those 2 people who are listening on smart speaker. You guys are the true fans.
Are you gonna say something, or do we want to go into geographics?
Yeah, so even though it's 6% for each of these smaller platforms, that's an additional 1 to 2 listeners on each of these platforms that are able to listen to our podcast. So yes, it's not the same as our 55% Spotify, but that means people are still able to listen on these platforms. Say somebody doesn't have a Spotify account, or it's not available in their country or whatever. These other platforms are definitely pulling their weight here in allowing it to be played in these other areas. Definitely worth putting it out there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Now, who's listening to us? In what countries? Where are they listening to us? We got 89% United States. Okay. 2% India. 2% United Kingdom.
British.
1% Sweden. 1% Canada. 1% Germany. And now less than 1% Iceland. 1%... Less than 1% Malta, less than 1% Mexico, less than 1% Australia, less than 1% Brazil, less than 1% Norway, less than 1% France, less than 1% Japan, less than 1% Belgium, less than 1% Russia. It's crazy. Less than 1% New Zealand, less than 1% Hungary. All of these are less than 1%. We got Poland, Netherlands, Italy, Austria, Romania, South Africa, Nicaragua.
So, a part of me wonders if each of these is actually a different listener, or if somebody went on their VPN and just went to all of these different countries and listened to our podcast. Because if you're in the Netherlands or if you're in Russia, why
Russia,
in
yes.
the
Netherlands
heck,
makes sense.
why
Russia,
in the actual heck would you listen to an American nerd podcast?
Actually, I'm kind of surprised. What's it called? I'm completely blanking on the country. Philippines. I'm surprised you're not seeing the Philippines here. Philippines is actually like really large. I've seen that a lot on a lot of statistics. For either my YouTube channel or just other things. So I'm surprised no one that's not here.
Mm-hmm.
We got Romania in Russia, but not. That's kind of weird.
India holding
Anyway.
second place, though.
At 2%.
The
but
T-Series war is on its way, guys.
All right, let's talk about some episodes. So, actually, nothing broke our list this year.
Yeah.
We got World of Terraria, Amanda the Adventurer, Chapter 3, Season 3. As we're at Chapter 6. 3 chapters later. Fortnite is trash right now, which is from 2013. Marvel Phase 1 through 3, Chapter 3, Season 4 Theory. What's in store for 2024? Not for... Okay. So that's what? That's 2 years old at this point.
Yep.
Fortnite OG Rocks. Chapter 4 Season 2 leaked. Corrupt World of Video Games. What has happened to anime streaming? I'm still not sure. Look back at 2022. Chapter 3 Season 4 First Impressions. Chapter 4 First Impressions. Nope, we got Spring Anime. The one that you already been in. Then yeah, it just goes down. But
Yeah.
yeah, nothing like
one thing that's
super
really
blew up,
cool
but it's been
to
pretty
see-
consistent.
Yeah, one thing that's really cool to see here is, yes, once you jump past, like, our big hitters like Terraria and Amanda, they're all pretty consistent. Like, this entire list is remaining, like, pretty much for a while. It's in the 20s, and then even when it goes down into the teens, all of these episodes are looking pretty equal. Our lowest one is, poor Digital Storefronts 3 plays. I thought that one would be kind of cool, but I guess not.
Well, that one's also a lot newer.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's cool to see that these ones, like, still have plays, and it's still pretty consistent. Like, say one person listened to every single episode. That's 3, at bare minimum, that have listened to every single episode.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty swagalicious. Any statistics? Do you want to talk? Did you? How was your channel? Do you want to talk about your YouTube channel statistics this year at all?
You know what? Just for funsies, let me pull up my channel and let's see what my statistics are.
How much did you pop off?
No, 0. Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, I have a YouTube channel. Have I uploaded on it in a long time? No, I have not touched it in quite a little bit because life is crazy. But we're gonna see here, why does YouTube look like this right now? It says sign in, but I'm currently signed in.
Are you signed in now? You sure about that?
Oh, I have to verify it's
didn't-
me.
Did you get an email though? You should have got an email about your YouTube Wrapped.
I think I did. Oh my goodness.
At this point, I don't know if that's faster.
At this point, I don't know. Passkey? Why do I need a passkey? What? Recovery info... Bro! YouTube, what are you doing? Just let me see my channel! I'm at 162
It's gone.
subscribers.
Nice.
Once it loads, I
So
can
at least
tell
it's
you the
not
rest.
terminated.
It is not terminated yet. 216 videos. Isn't it sad that I have more videos than I do subscribers?
No, that's pretty common.
My channel is at 32,135 views.
Okay.
It's not terrible. Let me see if I can find that wrapped so that we know how much of that was actually this year. Because, let's see, my most recent video, was that even this year? Well,
if you go to views, you can click 2024, like when you, in the statistics.
Oh my gosh, my most recent video was still a year ago. That's crazy. Hold on.
That's unfortunate. All right, well, while you try to find that, I did pretty good. I am at here. Let me just go on this one because this one is better. AKA the web version versus the app. So if we go to analytics and we go to 2024. All right, go for it.
7 new subscribers, 1,883 new views, 6 uploads, 15 likes, and 6 shares. Woohoo! My top video. Oh my god, no.
Oh god. I have
my most viewed video this year is once again Tokaboo. 45 hours watched on this video. What are you guys doing?
Okay, so my stats slightly higher. 223 subscribers, 152,000 views, 300 uploads, 2,300 likes, 135 comments, and 39 shares.
Hooray.
That's a pretty good year. I am at a lower hour, though, but that's still because last year... do you know why last year, as of 2023, I should say, why my hours were higher? I'm at 1,100 hours watched this year, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why I was high last year?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
The Dead Pines.
Yeah.
It had like 11,000 views and like 900 hours itself.
Yeah.
This thing was crazy. So even though I did really well everywhere else, I did not have a video that popped off like that. Because all the videos that popped off were shorts.
Yeah.
And they're not getting 300, 600 hours of watch time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I actually have a video going up tomorrow, going over like all the statistics, like watching the top viewed video and everything. But I'd say my YouTube channel did pretty good this year.
Bro, I got a short that got 1,265 views.
Woohoo!
It's my only short.
All of my top 10 shorts are over 5,000.
Oh, lovely.
Do you have any New Year resolutions for your YouTube channel?
Upload a video.
Let's go.
I need to get something
I'm gonna hold
out.
you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable for that.
Yeah, like I believe I said this last year or something like that sometime. I have a Assassin's Creed script in the works, and I was meaning to put it out before Red came out. I don't know if that's going to be possible with how much time I have anymore. Not to mention, I don't have a desk to record at. Like, I'm currently sitting on the bed holding a microphone. But,
I mean, don't forget, you got your story time. You could do a room tour whenever that's finished in 2 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do have some, but you gotta go listen to my video if you want to hear that.
Womp womp.
Quick little plug. Let's talk about some resolutions from Nerd Rant, though. We got a minute and a half left or so.
Mm-hmm.
What's our goal, JJ?
So this is where it's gonna be interesting, cause are you going to summer camp next year?
I am, but compared to like, it's probably gonna be around the same as this year, so like 3 or 4 weeks, so a little over a month, and that's gonna be split up, so we should have time to pre-record in between there. So hopefully we can get some episodes out, so we won't have like a huge break like last year.
Yeah, okay, that would be good, because then this will be like the first year where we didn't take a massive break.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at our audience number, I think that's a good thing to start with. If we can get that audience number up to 10, I think that would be good. Because round it out at a nice double digit, because we grew one or two throughout this year. Like, it's gone up to 9. I've seen it at 11, but that was only like 1 week where we had like a big episode. So I think if we can get that audience size at like a consistent 10, that would be great. Because then that's 10 people that we actually have listening.
And then for like followers, I don't even know. is I guess 27 followers. So what? 40?
Ooh, no. I don't think we can get that many. Because we were at, what, 20 this last year?
I don't know what we were. It's really bad. The whole analytics on Spotify is really bad. I mean, for YouTube, I'm thinking 25 because we got 16, quarter 100.
Well, let me see. Here, scroll back to December 2023. Oh, not streams, followers. Show me followers. There we go. December 2023, we were at... Oh, no, Seth.
We've gained...
We were at 26.
We're actually down followers.
We were at 26 followers in December, so we gained 1.
We peaked at 28. We're actually down 1. How about 2 followers? Our goal's 2 followers.
Yeah, if we maybe round it out into 30.
Because our peak is 28. So let's beat our peak. If we're at 27, we gotta beat our peak. So 2 followers, 29.
Boom, 29 followers. Let's aim for that. Sure.
And then 25 subscribers, because we gained 16 this year. So I think 25 is valid for subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, aim for 25. That's good.
Streams. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Let's see. At the
Slash,
end
how about
of
plays?
2024, we were at...
Let's do...
Oh, I guess that's only, like, every day. It doesn't show us, like, what we were at.
That's why I'm saying this is atrocious.
Yeah. Let's do... If we can get to, like, 800... No, I feel like that's too low. 900. Let's go up 200 streams, yeah.
And then how about plays? Because our goal was 900 and we reached 1200.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 15?
Yeah,
16?
1500. Let's go 1500.
1500. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then for YouTube, we got 800 just this year. So do you think 1,000?
I feel like that's easy.
1,000. I mean, 1,000 more.
Oh, 1,000 new? Okay, yeah. I think we can do 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 in the year.
Yeah.
Do you know what's great seeing the fact that it started last year is the fact that we're a greater than 999% more January 1st to December 31st, 2023.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think 1,000 views on YouTube is pretty good. So that's 2025 in a nutshell.
Yup. That's that.
That's our goals.
Woohoo.
Will hold us accountable. Make sure you subscribe so you can listen in 364 days.
Woohoo! Yep, you gotta stay tuned until next year for this episode so you see how we did.
To hold us accountable.
Yup.
Yep. Do you think we're gonna reach it?
Nope.
What if we quadruple it?
Fat chance.
What if we lose views?
I could see that.
What if our total views goes down?
It would be your fault. Okay, bye!
Bye!